Hello, kindergarten. Today we're going to do a lesson on number bonds, or something Mrs. Finkel likes to call these are fact families. We can call them different things. Often fact families also talk about subtraction. Today we're just going to look at the addition part. And here's how we're going to do it. You can see on your worksheet how there's a frog and then there's two lily pads. Well, I don't have a lily pad around here, but I do have my bird feeder, which I thought a frog would have fun sitting in there too. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to look at the sum, or the total number of frogs on the rock. Then we're going to put some of the frogs in we're going to call it the pond, even though it's a bird feeder, in the pond, and we're going to see how many are left down on the rock. And that's going to show us how the numbers are number partners for each other to make the bigger number. Are you ready? All right, if you have this printed out at home, you can go ahead and write in the answers. If you don't have this sheet, you can write it on your whiteboard. If you don't have anything at all, you can listen and you can think about it, visualize it in your head, and you can see how those numbers work together. All right, let's give this a try. Our first one says that there are 10 frogs in all. I'm going to tip this down and kind of move just a little bit so we can see all 10 of our frogs. Okay, now I think you can see those 10 frogs. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you can see this little guy back here is playing leapfrog, isn't he? All right, now what we have to find out is if 7 of those frogs go up into our lily pad pond, how many frogs will still be here? And if we still have 10 frogs in all. All right, let's count. 7 frogs are going to hop into their pond. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, boys and girls, did any of my frogs hop off? No, I still have 10 frogs here. Okay, some hopped up here, but there's still 10 frogs in my story. But right now, we know there are 7 frogs up here because we counted them. Let's count and see how many frogs are left on our rock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So now we know that 7 and 3 are number partners for 10. That's one way to make 10. We could say it like this. 7 plus 3 is 10. Or we could say 3 plus 7 is 10. Do you hear those birds? Yeah. Boy, we need a little science lesson. If I wasn't afraid we'd run out of time, I'd show you those birds. There's a nest right behind me, and I don't think they like me being that close. All right, let's go ahead and solve another one of our problems. This time, we're going to have 8 frogs in all. We could call that the sum total if we wanted to use big math words, or we could just say, all right, there's 8 frogs. So let's get 8 frogs down on our rock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm not going to need these frogs for this problem, so I'm going to put them back in my bucket, kind of like when we'd work at our desk at school or our table, and we put them on our name tag. Those are out of this problem. I have 8 frogs sitting here on my stone. Now I'm going to see what happens if 3 of my frogs go up here. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All 8 frogs are still here, but now they're in 2 separate areas, or 2 separate parts. Can you help me figure out what the number partner for 3 is when we want the number 8? Let's count and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So now we could say 3 frogs on our lily pad here plus 5 frogs on our rock equals 8. Or we could say it the other way around. 5 plus 3 is 8. Very good. All right, let's go on to the next problem on your paper, which starts with, can you see what number? All right, Hawksley, tell me what it is. 6. This time we're going to find the number partners for 6. So I'm just going to have one of these frogs hop down. These two are going to go in a bucket. And now we're going to find out a number pair for 6. All right, I'm going to put 2 up here in whatever we want to call it, our pond, our lily pad, or we could just call it the bird feeder. 1, 2. 2 frogs up here. How many are down here? If we find out, we'll know the number partner. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we know, don't we? We know that 2 and 4 are number partners that make the number 6. We could say 2 plus 4 is 6, or we could say 4 plus 2 is 6. Either way will work. All right. Oh, Betty. Oh, yeah? That's not enough? You want to know more? Oh, you want to think about it a different way? And it's not even on the paper? All right, what do you want to talk about? Salma's listening. She wants to know. Priscilla, are you ready for this? Oh, okay. Oh, yep, I know. I'm just talking about addition problems on the paper. I just have adding symbols. But you know the rest of the fact family? Oh, well, what would you do if you wanted to talk about subtraction? Uh-huh. Okay, so I think about what I started with. I could say 6 frogs take away 2 is 4. Yeah, that looks accurate. There's 4 here, there's 2 here. We started with 6. Okay, or you could turn it around. Kaden, what's she talking about? Oh, you could say 6 frogs take, 6 frogs take away 4 is 2. And that's why they call the fact family. You can get all those different math problems from just 3 numbers. That's amazing. You guys are going to have so much fun learning more about those in first grade. All right, shall we do our next problem? Let's do the one right here. The one with the number. What number is that, Jacob? Good, number 9. So we're going to start with 9 frogs down on our stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, time to get more. 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 frogs on our rock. Now, what if I take 5 of those frogs and hop them on up here? Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 are in this group. How many are in this group? Let's count and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could say that 5 frogs plus 4 frogs is how many? How many did we start out with? Good memory, Jacob. You're right. There were 9 frogs. So 5 plus 4 is 9, or turn it around and say 4 plus 5 is 9. Good. Okay, Mason, you wanted to tell us a subtraction one for that? What would it be? Okay, there were 9 frogs in all. 5 hopped up here. So 9 take away 5 is 4. Yeah, those are the related facts. Good job. All right, why don't we do one with number 7? We've got 4 here. And I'm going to jump down a few more frogs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you remember that funny word we said for when we have them in all? When we put 2 together? Yep, we call it the sum. There are 7 frogs here right now. Now this time, 2 are going to hop up here. Ready? 1, 2. Now I have to think about how many are down here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 2 is, good, it's 7. Could I say 2 plus 5? Yeah, we've proven that, couldn't we? or didn't we? We could say 5 plus 2 or 2 plus 5, and it's still going to be the same. Are there any other number pairs for 7? I see a lot of heads nodding. Angie, you're nodding your head. Jason, yes, you are. Okay, what else can we see? Capri, help us out. We just said, okay, well, try putting 3 up here. If I look at the paper, there's one that has 7 on the frog and then 3 on a lily pad. Let's try what she's saying. Okay, we'll put 3 up there. Are there still 7 frogs in all? There are. Let's find out the other number pair for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember there were 3 up here? So we could say 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Yes, you're right. You could also say it another way, Hunter. You could say 3 plus 4 is 7. Boys and girls, I think you really are understanding these number partners, aren't you? Now remember, there's lots of names for this. We can call them number partners, number pairs, number bonds. We can add more information and call them fact families. But what we're really learning is different ways to take apart a number and see how it can be arranged. And then sometimes we're putting it back together to see the whole number again. All right, boys and girls, you did a great job, and I think I'm going to go find out what that bird's up to. All right, take care.